Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of the FlappCast, Behind the Funny, where we find out what goes on behind the scenes at a comedy club. I'm Barbara Holliday, your host.
And I'm Joshua Snyder, your co-host and the sales and marketing director here at Flappers Comedy Club.
Thanks for clarifying that. I'm the owner and booker of Flappers Comedy Club, and we have from a favorite, actually, from the syndicated Bob and Tom radio show. He's been on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, Comedy Central, CBS, blah, 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 MTV, everything. Greg Hahn is here.
Thank you, Barbara, for having me back.
Greg Hahn has been with us previously.
Once or twice, maybe once.
On a podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, but we did not get enough information, so we had to call you back. We have
For having me back. Here we go. Let's go.
We have so many questions.
Oh, man. Question one, please.
How do you feel about Pokemon Go?
Don't know a thing about it. I'm waiting for it to go away.
Really?
I know no clue what it is at all.
Are you not a video gamer?
No, I haven't played video games since Pong in 1941.
What you do is people are walking around with their phones, and they hold it up, and the phone will show them where Pokemons are.
It's an app that you download that basically geo-tracks you and where you are, and then inappropriately places little animated characters in places where you're standing based on your GPS.
What's neat about that is that
creepy.
unlike before, now we know who else is not having sex too. So that's basically.
But what I want to do is end up with like $10 million, be sitting out in the woods, overlooking a lake, staring at like a hummingbird feeder. You know what I mean? That's it. How's that Pokemon game going to get me there?
There are a lot of. They tend to be water-based Pokemon near water.
I'm just saying.
sources.
I mean, what about the 10 mil? That's a waste of my life. I got to write jokes. I got to work out. I got to do sets of 20 on the leg machine.
Okay, hold on. Working out? Do you know that the people playing Pokemon Go are actually saying
they're getting in shape?
That it's exercise for them
They're
because
all Fitbit wearers.
these gamers are normally, sitting around, so they're actually getting exercise.
Very good point.
And now I think Pokemon Go has a sponsor, an
Fitbit.
exercise sponsor.
Yeah.
Is it Fitbit?
No, I don't
See,
know
you
who it
do
is.
know about.
I don't
these
know
things.
anything about it.
Really?
Well, that sounds good though. Okay, it's got a huge positive.
Well,
People are walking around. Now,
yeah.
a couple guys have fallen off cliffs or something.
Well, there's a person who came across a dead body. Did you?
That's good. So
Yeah.
it's
They're
okay.
out there becoming private investigators.
Detectives.
Yes.
It's great.
It's helping us solve all the unsolved crimes.
All right. Well, that's
Right.
interesting. It's
With
getting better
Pikachu.
every second.
I mean, Pokemon's really old news because I guess I really should have brought up our topic for the night or the day is the wonderful speech made by Donald Trump's sexy ass wife Melania.
Oh, right.
You did see this.
I watched it. I watched
Okay.
the whole thing.
That you watched.
Yeah.
And
You
big
probably would
smile.
have gotten
Who's going
more
to be president?
accomplished.
Yeah, I watched that stuff.
You got
So
more.
versus
You would have
Pokemon.
gotten more accomplished if you played Pokemon. I
You
got to
think
be honest.
so?
Yes,
I
completely.
see.
I think Pokemon wrote Melania's speech.
Are we going to do politics debating? That's a straw man. That's a canard. Oh, well, I hope you're happy. Your family's dead because you won't waterboard. That's how I debate. Canard. I just like using the words.
You would be impossible.
Straw man. Flappers has the beautiful patio for all of that. You got like some guys back there that 9/11 was an inside job. Like everybody comes out there. It's a brawl. It's totally fun. You drink and scream your opinions, right? Take some swings at people. Go home at 2:30.
I think
Uber's all around.
Is it Melania? I'm curious.
Yeah,
Is it
Melania's her name.
I thought
Melania.
it's not malaria.
Well, it could be.
I mean,
Melania Trump.
she is
All right.
infectious.
Melania.
Hey,
What? You're not a political guy, though, Greg.
I'm
are you?
hugely political, but I don't
Do it in the comedy.
do it in the comedy because I want people to just enjoy themselves. My job is to have people laugh at the jokes.
Oh,
I want to laugh at the joke. And I really am turned off by entertainers that go on and on with their politics. I can't enjoy their work. I can't enjoy it. You know what I mean?
And you
I
need
don't
to
like it
enjoy
if I here's the thing. I'm not so smart, but I know who is. Do you know what I mean?
Who?
Thomas Sowell, Walter Williams, Milton Friedman, guys like this. But
I know 1/3 of those people.
I don't know a thing about it.
I don't know
compared to-
any of those people.
I know
Should I know these people?
But I actually,
Oh,
but
God, I feel so
now,
stupid.
do you feel that if you're you're fine watching really good political comedians, right? That's okay. Are you talking?
I don't know any really good political comedians. And I don't laugh at it. It doesn't make me laugh.
Oh, Greg.
Have you ever seen my act, how stupid it is?
Greg, yes. I adore your
Right?
act.
So how am I going to laugh at
Okay, well, so...
But
so
it takes intelligence to pull off stupid though.
Let me tell myself
Actually,
that.
it does.
Yeah.
It takes
Thank
a
you.
lot of intelligence to do. I mean, that's what I love about comedians.
The
They're
key is
so
pull
smart.
off. The key is pull it
Pull
off.
off?
That's the thing.
Well, you do a lot of corporate work,
Yeah, I do the corporate
well.
shows,
which is amazing.
money-wise.
Right, right. Oh, you don't. Well, you know.
I mean, it's not the most. It's okay. Yeah, it is amazing. Period. It's
But you
good.
have some restrictions there, and you can't do political there at all because you'd get.
It depends
couldn't,
what
you know.
side they're. If they're all on one side or the other, I think you could, but I don't because I want
Right.
to do all the gigs.
Right.
Right?
Well, see,
I want all the money, Barbara.
they don't. They don't actually hire comedians for like the GOP convention. Well, yes, they do. I guess they just don't have to pay them. But there's plenty of comedians.
they're running.
Right, right. Anyway, thought
ha.
I'd snag that one in
Yeah.
there. So, Greg, you do a lot of yelling
Yes.
in your act,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I adore.
You do?
Well, it's so like cannot be denied. You know.
I don't know what happens up there. I mean, I don't know what it's like for a person to come because I've been doing it for over 20 years, right? So for someone to sit down and I go on stage and they're facing me, absorbing that, I really don't know what they're going through. I've just adjusted it over the years so there's higher percentage that there's laughter while I'm doing it.
How did you?
But I don't know what. Okay.
You don't know the secret to
No
that.
need to repeat it a couple times, right? I don't know.
Well, are you married?
No, I'm single.
You're single.
Kidding me?
Oh, okay.
You're joking, right?
Right. The yelling.
I hit on half your staff.
Well, that I did not know. Let me.
Let me
let's
scratch your name
see.
off.
I
for the
hope
weekend.
thave signed the disclaimers.
right.
With that, should I
Um,
name the names? Oh, that's hilarious.
Now, what was I going to tell you?
Wow, you're single. You don't play Pokemon Go,
No.
and that's crazy.
Any
So-
desire to be married? Or are you happy being single?
No, I'm happy, but if it's not, I'm not against it. I'd sign up, right? If I meet some girl, but it's got to be like this. I must have this girl. It's not going to be a line down the middle of a piece of paper with pluses and minuses, right? And you're trying to work it out like that. That's no way to go about it. Am I right?
Yes.
I don't want to get divorced. The reason I'm not married is I didn't like being I don't like ever breaking up. It's horrific. Isn't
Oh, breaking up is hard
it? Horrible.
to do.
So could you imagine? I don't know both of your stories, but I can't imagine getting divorced.
I'm divorced.
That'd be like breaking up times what, 50, 100?
It's like death, but the person's still alive.
Horrible.
It's.
I don't want to go
horrifying.
through it.
What's
I don't- yeah.
what's worse, you leaving them or them leaving you?
Them. Oh, what's worse? Me leaving them.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you have
Yeah.
to tell
They
them.
can leave me
You
all
have to
day long.
sing.
I have a good time. No problem.
Yeah.
I enjoy the speech. I enjoy letting them off the hook, lightning fast. You know? Yeah. Easy.
I
peasy.
can
I'm
see
right
why
there
you.
with
Easy peasy.
I can see why you have a lot of dates.
Like, I want you to
lined
be
up.
happy. Could I go out with anybody else? Yes, go.
So wait, this yelling thing.
Yeah,
it's,
what is
I mean,
that?
it's great.
It
it's
must
so
be a,
intense.
it's
Have you
probably
always
a-
been like that? Like when you were a
think so.
kid, did you have that kind of energy and?
I must have had energy. What is it? Is it? But it
Engagement?
must be making up for something, right? Is it a counterbalance?
I don't know.
Because I
You
wasn't
tell
yelling
us.
when I walked in here.
No, but
Right?
once you're like.
When we're talking to the public, I seem to amp it up. I seem to have volume control issues. What is that?
Oh, Greg, I'm not just BSing here. Greg is one of my personal favorite comedians. I have my. I hate to segregate it into guy and girl, but Maria Bamford's my lady. Greg Hahn's my guy.
Wow.
And both of you are just so balls to the wall, committed. There's just no
Maria
being
comes
denied.
up with a new hour all the time.
I know.
Just do, like I saw her one time. She just did another hour from her couch in her place,
Yes.
in her apartment
Yeah.
somewhere, just for fun. Like an hour she probably could have done on on Comedy Central or somewhere.
Do
but
you
she
do
just
that?
decided to film it and do it. Have you seen my act over the years? Like I think, why do I not have? I really would get very upset. Why don't I have 4 hours? Why don't I have 4 hours of material? Then it dawned on me just last night. You know what? I'm lucky I have one. I'm lucky I have 1 hour. I work on it all the time.
The same.
So I'm just going to be I'm going to keep work. Like I got my red notebook in here today.
Like
in
you're
case
gonna
we're
write notes?
In case anybody says something funny, I can throw it in the act.
We haven't
Or
said
where's
anything
the open
funny yet.
micer kid that's going to do a set?
We don't have a punch it up today because
No, I was going to have that kid punch up my act. That's how I do it. Kid's probably got some good ideas.
Oh my gosh. Well, you mean Pokemon's not a good idea for you today?
No, fine. Yeah, we'll talk about some more.
No, we don't have to. I'm just.
Is everybody still alive
he
that
has-
started Pokemon, or did we lose somebody?
No, just they've discovered
They
a dead
discovered a
body.
dead body, which
and
is a
there
plus.
was rumor that someone walked into the street, but I don't know if that's really true.
And someone got in a
It's-
car accident too. I think they were
All right.
playing it
Yeah,
while
there's
driving.
all kinds of like urban
far,
myths
so good.
stuff's
Yeah.
happening around it, but I personally have not downloaded it. So
I saw a bunch of people playing it around a church, and that seemed somehow odd to me. Yeah. Kind of creepy. But then I thought, well, maybe
Pokemon on the cross?
Maybe God's up in heaven trying to get the people in the church the way we're trying to get the Pokemon, and maybe there's a weird, galactic symmetry.
Huh. It's deep.
That won't be going in the red book, will it?
Stop making me laugh because
do it in your act. You're a comic, right, Josh?
Yes, in
Right.
theory.
Right.
yeah. Hopefully, we think. So you do a lot about
A lot of dating stuff.
well,
Is that
dating.
what you're gonna
Are you
say?
on Tinder?
You want me to say
I'm
dating?
on the Tinder. Oh no, Tinder. Here's what I did. I was a bloodbath. I went on it once, and I was in a wine bar. Right, things got sideways. Anyway, so I ended up on Tinder. Actually, this girl sitting next to me started. She put me on it. Right, and I just approve everybody. You know what I mean? Prosthetic head, yes. Straight from prison, no problem. Dude in wig, close enough. Anyway, that's my Tinder joke.
Wow. No, but have you really gone out with any of those?
Zero.
Folks? Yeah, it's just for fun, just playing, swiping. You like the control.
Yeah, I mean
the
that was
power.
fun that one night. Bam, boom, bam, bam.
Right.
But isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, yes.
Don't you
yes,
find
yes,
it?
yes.
Don't you find it odd? I find this odd. That
Yeah.
online dating has become the norm, and that it was.
I've
and
been
I-
on zero
It's
online
unusual.
dates. None.
Really?
How
So
do
I'm
you?
not normal.
So you?
Sorry to stop you in your
Yeah.
tracks. Go ahead.
No, not.
Where
it's
do you meet the women
refreshing to
then?
hear that.
I do shows.
Oh, well, so you have fans. They're
But you know
not
what? I don't have a lot
necessarily-
of girl. My act is not one that attracts women because it's silly. It's one-liner stuff. It's not drug stuff. It's not sex stuff. So, and it's so ridiculous. By the end of my show, my opening line with a girl is, "Okay, now hear me out." Right? And it's not. No, you don't meet girls with my show.
Wait,
really.
though.
Everybody
Wait.
loads up the club. Everybody leaves.
I was here at Flappers during one of your previous shows.
Yes.
And there was a lovely, lovely, I think, Swedish blonde woman who was anxiously awaiting your being done with your set on stage. And then she was waiting for you in the bar.
Really?
And I think I remember saying, hey, this lady is kind of has the hots for you. And you're like, no? Oh, really?
Really?
Like, yeah, I don't think you kind of caught
I don't
on.
lock in.
No.
Yeah.
Really? Because you're in work.
Because I don't know
mode.
who that is. That girl you're talking about.
You don't?
No,
Oh,
nothing
well, that was
happened.
like 20 girls ago, probably.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Well, so what? You've got your red book here, and you're trying to. You haven't written anything new in years. I
Oh
don't
no!
believe you.
I've written lots
I
of
see.
stuff.
Oh, now
I
he's all
spit out
comic
stuff
defensive.
all the time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying it doesn't expand into 4 hours worth. Like if I go up there and like a new thing, a new greeting. I'll use it at your club this week. If I go up and I say, "Happy birthday, everybody! I know it's Valentine's Day. Thanks for coming out on New Year's Eve. Merry Christmas!" Right? How much time did I add to my act?
10
5 seconds?
Yeah.
Nothing. I got a lot of that stuff.
So, oh wait, here's a good one. Here's
Here's my
one.
new thing. I don't use any gimmicks like the other comics. I'll say, these are techniques I'm going through, by the way, Barbara. Here's
gotcha.
another technique I have before I do that one.
Yeah.
My new technique is if someone's on stage, I don't like them.
Oh.
I don't like the vibe. A lot of comics all over every club will put out a vibe. I don't like it. So I'll be outside, stay outside the room. Do you sit in the room and just start to feel bad? I don't do it. I get out of the room. I'll talk to your 9/11 guy. I'll do anything. You know what I mean? But I won't stay in the room.
Wait, 9/11 guy?
And what's the new technique?
Conspiracy
Why
theory.
is
That's
that a
my
technique?
Thank you.
technique
Thank
for
you.
doing better on stage. If I don't like what's going on.
Mentally, you're not caught
They're
up.
changing they've got a vibe I don't dig. It's not a party vibe.
I see. So you're saying you don't like it when comedians are
Downers.
watching you, or when the comedians are in the audience?
No,
No.
They're
When all
on
the guys
stage.
the guys are on stage.
and they're
Okay.
downers.
It's a usually a bigger show, all
Yeah.
headliners or something.
Uh-huh.
Not really not in my shows that I do with your club.
Right.
But anyway, so like a showcase thing or something.
Yeah.
If the guy in front of me, if I don't like his vibe, I used to sit there and just let it suck the joy right out of me. Now I'm out of the room. Talk to a friend. Have somebody come out in a panic. Dude, they're doing your introduction. Then I go running on stage, and it's fresh. It's exciting. I almost missed my set.
That's a
I like
great
that I made
technique.
it, and I reprogram much
So-
better than
so
sitting there.
you're not a fan of guys who are is it
I love
the
that.
negativity that you don't like, or is it
just I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's some guys are negative, some guys have this or that. Now they're great comics. They might be great,
Right.
accomplished people.
But
But,
your act in particular.
My act, I
getting
don't
you-
see it going after it.
Yeah.
Like I don't see following this. Like this is not the vibe that I like to set in the audience. So I get out.
That is a great technique.
I come racing back in a panic.
You know,
It's one of the things I learned this year. You learn things every year.
That you have found that is actually super cool because my partner Dave is a comedian and I often get in a fight with him before he goes on stage because it actually gets his juices flowing.
Oh, I see.
Right? Like that's
yeah.
the way to get him into his. I purposely create some kind of conflict because I know he's going to be agitated.
Does he say that he likes that, or does?
No, he absolutely does not.
Oh, because I can't see liking that. If I'm with a girl and she causes some kind of a problem before I perform, I hate her for the rest of my life.
Oh gosh!
I don't take her to a show anymore ever.
I'm sunk. I'm sunk.
No, but
That's not your case,
but Greg and Dave are two different comedians. I mean,
Any
Dave.
type of
Yeah, but
Dave-
comedians are always asking me, how do you get? They're always struggling with that first joke and how to get into it. And so you just found your solution.
I
Which
think
is
you just go on stage like 1,000 times.
right. Well,
more
that
than
helps.
1,000 times. You go on, do it for 20 years and take it, see where you adjust.
Yeah. So
Make some adjustments after 20 years.
So what I love to do though on this show is find out a little bit more about how'd you come up with certain bits? The party horn bit.
Right.
What was the inspiration behind that bit?
I think those horns are so stupid and ridiculous.
But were you at a particular place or when did it come? Do you remember how it came to you?
No. But I know it's silly and stupid and very easy.
You've been doing that one a long time,
I've been doing
right?
that forever, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's funny. No, what you do is you'll start throwing it in different spots in the show. Like, don't wait for the bit where the party horn is definitely in the jokes. Now I just do it early on for no reason, so it doesn't fit. Now it's even funnier. to me anyway.
Oh, it's
You know?
funny to me too.
Yeah,
it's
when it's
super
just
funny.
all of a sudden yelling party horn
Yeah.
and doing it.
So
My other thing is that I like to yell now is I don't use gimmicks like these other comedians. No gimmicks. I don't use timing, likability, good writing. None of that. Pure panic. No arc. I don't use arc. I come out too fast and I get tased or whatever. I do all the funniest stuff up front, then it gets awful. I like to say these things.
Oh,
Let the crowd know what's going on.
spectacular.
Are you sure
I'm
you're
trying
not?
to help them. I'm trying to help the crowd
Are
enjoy
you
it
on
or
drugs?
figure it out. None.
By
I was going to say, are you sure you're not Jewish? You are
I'm not a
Jewish.
Jewish guy.
Oh, there
I
has
like
to be
Jewish
something in
people, though. I can't recognize who's Jewish, I think Jewish people think that everybody knows that they're Jewish. I never know till the guy says Jew 50,000 times. I have no idea the guy's Jewish,
Or tries to take his tip back. I don't know.
I don't notice any of that stuff.
there. Right. Well, you knew I was Jewish.
No, I didn't.
You had no
So-
clue.
Well, now I guess you're Jewish.
Yes.
But I didn't think of that. I don't know what you
What
are.
would you have thought I was before that?
Nothing. I know it's some guy that's funny. A nice guy helped me find this office. Dude with
Helpful.
curly hair.
We're
I like that.
You could be 1,000 things. Like girls, I never get if the girl looks kind of Asian or whatever. I never guess. She's pretty. What is she? Who knows? Why would I say? What are you, Filipino? I don't do that. I just say you're. Sometimes a girl will say, "What do you think I am?" I was just pretty, looking good.
Aw.
Well, I'm Hawaiian. Oh, okay. Well, if I called her anything else, she probably wouldn't have liked it.
right.
Am I right? Or am I wrong?
Correct. Pretty
You
is
are
a
right.
good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
And if she's Chinese and I called her Hawaiian, maybe she wouldn't have liked that. I don't know. I'm just saying, I never take a stab at it. I just love how they look.
Oh God.
That's
you
very,
know?
very.
A lot of women are very
Wise
shallow.
man.
They're into guys because they're money. I'm not shallow like that. I go strictly off of looks. That's right.
Greg on.
So if you had to choose between boobs and butt, do you have a preference? Or is it a proportion thing? They both need to be good.
Probably butt, but both are great.
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay.
How about a little of both? They make those. There's girls that have both. Can I have one of those?
Oh gosh. So, Greg, you've performed all over the country. You've
Yes.
performed for the military. You've performed. We've talked in the past about some strange gigs. I do remember that.
Yeah.
I should have played a clip from the last episode. But what I was gonna say is, what do you like doing the most? I mean, do you?
I like it where I go someplace and they really laugh a lot, and it pays super well.
Oh yeah, what's super well? You
What
don't
a
have
lot.
to say online, but.
But I mean, that's the best place. Or
Isn't it great when people do
I
pay
like
you
any
a
place
lot,
where you
though?
go up and they laugh a lot.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right, but
You
it could
know?
be 5 people, 10 people, or is it?
Well, a
you
big
prefer
crowd is
big?
great. A small crowd, I like them to laugh a lot. I mean, whatever. But yeah, I've never been. I can't think of a place where I've just hated the area.
Have you done much internationally lately?
No, I did 1 year. I did like 75 cities across Canada.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Canada.
They laugh
And
up
where
there.
are you from originally?
Brought up in Florida, born in
Ah.
Pennsylvania, outside of Philly, but brought up in Florida. And the first time I went on stage, Schubert and Mitch Hedberg were there. I might have said that last time.
Jimmy Schubert.
First time I
Remember
ever
that.
on stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but anyway, yeah.
Wow. And did Schubert give you any advice or anything?
No, I was too awful to speak to at the time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying is, you know. But I ran into him soon after that, and he was always, you know, great guy.
And were you
around me.
doing the same style of?
Yeah,
like
but
you
but
went
less
right out there?
understandable.
Ah.
You know, just noises and what's going on. Why is he on the ground, flopping around, back up?
Do you have any video of that?
I do, but if you see it, it's not funny. You know, like I've looked at old videos of myself, and it's that joke. Like the only thing I lacked was potential. Like I'll look at it, and think, why did I continue? Why would you keep going, dude? You know. But I thought I could make it work.
And here you are. But so you actually had an office job.
Right, I had a corporate job
Right.
for a little bit, not too long.
Hence your amazing bit about interviewing.
The big long job interview bit
I mean,
goes on and on and on.
It's
First bit I ever wrote.
really.
Because such stress
Stop.
in job interviews, such stress.
Oh, that was the.
And they walk around.
first
You
bit.
you just hate everything you hear, don't you?
Yes.
This is Janice. She's. What do I say in my act? How's my act go? How's it go? Ed, any idea? This
Can
is
you play a
Janice.
clip?
She's something or other, and I say something funny. and
We'll,
it's
we'll
back and
insert
forth like
clip
that
here. Insert clip
For
here.
like 9 jokes too long. Yeah.
How and it is really? Is it 15 minutes?
No, I don't know how long it is, but I'm actually sitting
feels
there trying
like
to think
it.
of the
No, I'm
joke that
kidding.
I'm trying to remember, and I actually cannot remember it at all.
Well,
I've probably done it.
I
you
know the part about staplers. I often
to throw
do.
staplers,
I do
right,
an
right.
impression of you actually around the office.
Good.
I do. It's super fun when someone's giving me shit. I'm like, I like staplers.
I
I
like
just
to throw
go for it.
love to throw staplers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You just start to think of the most rebellious, dumbest answers in the world when you're under pressure. And I used to almost pass out during job interviews. I really didn't like them. Like if the guy would sit down in front of me and close the door behind him, I'd feel my eyesight starting to go away. You know, like it's dark on the outside, it starts closing in. So Greg, you know, working here with Gallo Wine. If you're in, you know, and you're like, I'm just gonna go under,
Yeah.
going down.
Did you work for Gallo Wine?
No, I never did.
Okay.
I didn't get that job.
No.
Did you ever
I
get
went
a job and
unconscious.
quit a day after? I did that.
Yeah,
Gosh.
that's pretty good.
Horrible jobs. Well, you just get the job and you think you want the job and you're in the job and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the worst job ever.
Yeah, what job was that?
It was a Burger King.
Oh, really?
Yes,
A
and
lot of pressure.
I moved.
What's that like?
Well, so I brought a resume to Burger King, and I got the job instantly.
Yes.
And I moved up from cashier to expediter.
In a day?
No, reverse. Excuse
Oh.
me. It was expediter to cashier.
Yes,
Like
of course.
that
You're a
was-
people person.
Yes. And
Look at you.
then everyone hated me.
What?
'Cause
Who did?
All the other employees because I
Oh, 'cause
moved
you were
up
making
too
them
quick.
look bad.
Yes. And
Oh.
so it was horrifying.
Because you could add.
And I literally quit. I could add. Well, I actually
the
am
other
not
kids were
that
mean
good
to
at
you?
math. Yes.
I
But
see.
at least I got the job.
But you dominated the job, no problem. Like you could master that job, right?
Maybe.
Sure,
I
you would have
didn't
been great.
want to master that job.
You would have been a manager. You're
That's
lucky you
the
quit
key.
after a day, because after a week you'd have gotten the hang of it. They'd have fired everybody, brought in more people like you. You'd have had your own platoon. You'd have owned like 17 Burger Kings.
You could be
You
you could
never-
be the owner of Burger King. You
Yeah,
rename
you'd
it
be a
Burger,
Burger King
Queen right
person.
now.
You never had to work at a Burger King.
No, I worked at Bavarian Colony, which was like a German meat place with meats hanging from the ceiling. And
Meats?
meats and cheeses.
Oh.
Bavarian,
You go-
Bavarian.
Colony it was called. It was in the
That
mall,
almost
you
sounds like
walk in.
that sounds like a weird sci-fi
Oh,
novel.
like,
Yeah, you walk
like
in, you got a
Hillshire
duck from meats and
Farms?
cheeses.
Hillshire Farms type thing or something.
don't know.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I worked there. I cleaned the
That
meat
was-
machine.
Yes, some of us have settled at
I
bars.
swept up.
There is
Wait.
one group of us at the Bavarian Colony.
He said he used to clean the meat machine.
Yeah, you know that slicer. You want a pound? You know what I mean? The guy, I have to clean that
Oh,
stuff.
that's horrible.
I'd be
Sweep the
horrified.
Did you
floors.
cut yourself? And
Yeah, I'd be
stuff?
terrified
never
of
did.
cutting. I'd be terrified of cutting myself. That would
The
be my
meat
fear.
machine.
But I imitated the boss and got caught because my buddy there used to imitate. He'd answer the phone. Bavarian Colony help you? Right? I guess he's German. Is that what that is?
That sounded Chinese.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm
I don't know.
Bavarian Colony, I help you? Right? And so my friend Ray would always do that too. Bavarian Colony. So when we said hello to each other, call each other up, Bavarian Colony, help you? Help you? Help you? Back and forth, right? Well, the guy called my house, of course. And my mom answers it, and she goes, it's Ray. Because he does, yeah, great, does the thing. And I get on the phone, but man, Colin, heck you, to the guy. Back and forth, like, I did it louder and louder every time he would try to talk to me. And then I went in and got fired. That was the end of that job.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, wait. Can we take a pause break and play our sponsorship announcement, and then we'll be right back with Greg and I See Dumb People.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Your new bit.
Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Pardo and Matt Belknap from the Never Not Funny podcast. We're going to be part of the Burbank Comedy Festival, August 14th through 20th at Flappers Comedy Club and Restaurant. Never Not Funny is going to be there, so is Tom Segura, Christopher Titus, Kate Flannery, Drew Lynch, and over...
Okay, now it's starting.
All right, so disregard that previous silence.
Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Pardo and Matt Belknap from the Never Not Funny podcast. We're going to be part of the Burbank Comedy Festival, August 14th through 20th at Flappers Comedy Club and Restaurant. Never Not Funny is going to be there, so is Tom Segura, Christopher Titus, Kate Flannery, Drew Lynch, and over 250 new and emerging comedians from all over the world.
After a full day of laughs, relax at one of 18 fantastic Burbank hotels, conveniently located just around the corner from Flappers. For best hotel rates and a special VIP festival pass, go to www.burbankcomedyfestival.com.
Hey, it's sponsored by the Downtown Burbank Partnership and Visit Burbank.
All right. Thank you so much. We have a big comedy festival coming up we're pretty excited about. Greg, you're not in it. You're
Too bad.
Yeah, you're busy.
Maybe I'll be in town. Will I be in town? Can I do
I
it?
hope so. Would you please?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Did you hear who we have coming? It's
Who's
crazy.
coming?
Tom Segura.
He's one of the top guys these days.
Jimmy Pardo.
Big special on Netflix.
Yep.
Pardo, big warm-up guy. Conan,
Tom
one of
Green.
the funniest guys in the world.
Tom Green.
Tom Green, huge show in the 50s. Came on right after Merv Griffin. A very funny guy. One of the original Mad Men on TV.
Right.
Not really.
He actually has a zany,
Not really.
zany personality.
But great, funny
like
guy.
you, kind of crazy.
He's a very nice
zany
guy.
person-
He's very- always a
he
funny
is
guy.
one of the best,
Yeah,
nicest.
funny guy.
I know. Not all the comedians are so nice. So we have this segment we're trying to introduce here on the podcast, and I'd love to see if you'd be my guinea pig for our first.
Let's do it. Here we
first
go. Let's
version.
start.
So basically, we own a comedy club, and we see a lot of dumb people.
Yes.
We get a lot of letters from guests, comedians, employees, various people that like to write us or call us and tell us various things.
I feel like this should have there should be a little sting or there should be like a sound.
We're
clip.
gonna have a musical intro.
But I can
do it. You want to do it?
I-
Okay,
I'll-
ready? I see dumb people.
That was what I was gonna do.
Weren't you gonna give me a music cue?
Oh, all right. Do it again. Do it
I
again.
see dumb people.
No.
That's our makeup one.
What are you trying to
Do
come up
party
with, a theme
horn,
song
Greg,
for this?
Greg,
No,
Greg.
my thought we were gonna
party
do.
horn. I see dumb people. Perfect.
There we go.
So here, Greg, would you please read this?
This
a
letter
le-
that came into you?
Yes,
Here you
and
go.
then I will continue it from there.
Okay. I was dating this one girl. She had a swollen foot. She had to wear one of those bigger shoes. All right. That's not on the letter. I just wanted to say that. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Hello, Flappers Management. I just wanted to let you know that I was there to see a show last night, and everything was great. However, I had 3 mango Mai Tais, 3 cheese pizzas, 2 orders of garlic fries, and I just want to let you know that I had diarrhea all night.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do with this is I got to make sure we got Greg recorded on that. He was cutting in and out a little bit. Maybe that was the way you intended to read the letter.
Do it again?
Yeah. Let's try it again. So ready? We're gonna go like this. I see dumb people. Boo.
There we go.
Hello, Flappers Management. I just wanted to write and let you know that I was there to see a show last night, and everything was great. However, I had 3 mango Mai Tais, 3 cheese pizzas, 2 orders of garlic fries, and I just wanted to let you know that I had diarrhea all night.
My response. The idea behind the segment is I write a response that I don't really send.
Okay.
So, and then I write a response that I send to everyone.
What
So
would you have said?
I would have said, "Dear, please don't eat so much cheese. Thank you for coming to Flappers, and I'm glad you had a great time at the show. I'm sorry that your bowels did not agree with you last evening, but I did want to advise you to possibly reconsider your dietary intake."
Nice. Very pleasant.
But what I really sent was, Thank you so much. It's guests and comments like yours that help us improve. Please, may we send you some complimentary tickets to come see another show.
That's even funnier, actually.
Anyway, we're just playing around with that. What do you think of that idea?
The tickets can be
It's
double. You
ridiculous.
can.
Dear.
Guest, how could you not explode on the spot? You're lucky to be alive. You're welcome. Flappers.
I thought it was so funny how we really tried to have a response, but they just wanted to let us know.
They're just being funny. I don't think that was a sincere
No,
complaint.
it's real, Greg.
A complaint, though? Or
Oh,
I know
my
it's a real
goodness.
letter, but I don't think they had, like, anger. I think they're just being funny writing you that.
You think that a lot of our that's
Who
a
doesn't
great
know
angle.
you can't eat mango anything and then 3 cheese anythings and 2 orders of garlic anythings and not be sick for the rest of your life?
You know, a lot of people, Greg.
A lot of
A
people.
lot of people.
Yes, this is not the first.
You were watching the
rodeo.
convention last night. A
Yeah.
lot of people.
Okay.
Oh yes, this was written by Melania Trump. Sorry, no.
No, it was actually written by someone else, but then Melania Trump said that she wrote it.
she
Right.
purgatorized it. Did I say that right?
Close enough. Everyone knows what you're trying to say. All about communication. Getting the gist.
Yes, we're so good on the air. Oh gosh, so
The
great.
term is plagiarized.
What is? I'm not even watching our time. How are we doing? It's just you're.
We're doing
you,
great.
You
It's 5:31.
You pass the time with us so amazingly.
Time's fun when you're having flies.
Gosh.
Did you say that on stage?
I do not.
Did you write that?
It was my science teacher wrote that.
You know what? I think you can use that. Where did you get it? You know,
I think
What?
we need to fix
Greg's mic.
cable.
Damn it. Okay.
Easy
Are we
fix.
still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Has it been out the whole time?
No.
Yes. We'll have to start again.
It just started getting worse recently.
Now we really
We're
have
on
to
the air
edit.
live right now with a repair?
Yep. We're gonna edit it.
Ed working? Check 1, 2,
All right.
3, 4.
Ed is going to edit it
Edit.
out.
Okay, all right. Good,
Ed
good.
it out.
Right. Check.
It's probably because you were yelling,
Oh,
Greg.
could be.
The microphone,
Hey,
like,
check 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think now? Better? Yeah, I can hear you fine. Okay.
okay, Ed edited it out, and we're back with Greg Hahn.
Right. Yeah, hey, okay. Here we
Thanks
go.
for
Very
intro-
handsome.
Well,
All right,
Greg
that was too far.
Hansen?
That was too hard. Too far.
Oh, that's a
That's too
good one.
much.
Have you heard that one
No,
before?
never in my life.
And
You
not
never
from
I
a
don't think
male,
I'll ever hear it again.
not from a Jewish
It was
male.
great. It was great.
Virgin comedian.
Not anymore. I had sex once.
Okay, all right.
Well,
We've been
4
over
times,
that.
but you know.
But you a word afterwards, right?
Oh yeah.
Disease, babies, your whole life's over.
I know. I didn't use
Right.
protection too. So
Great.
That was,
Oh, yeah, the kids, the kids already calling and asking for tuition. What do you think of that dumb people segment? It's
Sure, I
should we
think
keep
everything.
it?
Here's
Is
what
it
I
a
think.
keeper?
I think everything needs to be tightened
Keeper.
up.
Yes.
Everything in the world almost. Like when I have trouble reading books, I found sometimes a book is riveting. Most of the time, there's too many words. So I like listening to radio a lot because a guest only has so much. TV, I don't like. Goofy, too many distractions. Radio, oftentimes the guest gets right to the point, and that's where I do my best with getting information or even humor. Or like that's why my act has so many punchlines that aren't even set up right. I just like getting to the stuff immediately.
it's all punchlines.
So back to your bit. I say we get right into it.
Let's do
Here's
it.
what somebody wrote. Here's what I wanted to write. Blah blah blah. Here's what I did write. Blah blah
Right.
blah blah.
I'm doing that next time.
You follow my advice,
didn't
and you
get to do
too
it
could
this-
do comedy for over 20 years and have an hour and a half of material.
So you know the bit at the end where you have all these punchlines that you
Yeah.
throw away.
Oh, the cards.
The cards.
The new jokes.
Yes.
I got a whole stack of new jokes.
Is it real?
Yes.
Are you really trying out
Well, some
new
of the
jokes
jokes
there?
are proven good,
Okay.
so they move into the act. Sometimes I keep them on the cards for too long because the real new jokes need momentum from the jokes that are proven in the card bit. Do you know what I mean?
Well, how do you? So like before Friday, when you're going
Right.
to be up, are you going to right before the show write some new ideas?
No, I
on
got all
those
the new
cards?
ideas. I got them right here. I got
Oh,
some new ideas. I got a good stack of them.
Oh, we'll make our listeners come to see you.
Sure,
at
yeah, it'll be
Flappers
fun. We'll have a good
in order
time.
to see
do you,
those bits.
now, do you
but-
sit down specifically to write them, or do kind of thoughts occur to you and then you kind of
I
jot
do
them down?
both. I do both. I know you're supposed to sit down though. I know that. There's a lot of people. I never sit down. I think the best guys they learn how to sit down. I really really struggle with it though. It's like having a paper due in class.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you've already got a paper that works almost every time. You can just hand that in, or you can sit down and work on a new paper. It's tough to sit still. You know why? Because you could have a protein shake and then call Mark Eddy and then go, something else that's not
I'm not
funny.
sure where that was headed.
We need to get
I'm just
Mark
saying,
Eddy.
your life can go by without writing easily.
Right.
Yeah.
You can write down stuff that comes to your head. Who can't do that?
I have to
do
write
that.
down everything.
So wait,
Sure, I do
so you
that.
drink the protein shake and then call Mark Eddy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You can wait. It's easy to not ever write.
Should
isn't
we
it?
invite Mark Eddy over for Friday to come by? and
Sure,
hang
yeah,
out?
yeah, I'm
Have you ever
down.
called
He's in
Mark Eddy
Burbank.
and then
Come-
drink
come down.
then drink the
Well, like,
protein
what did
shake?
Seinfeld do? Sit down for 2 hours a day?
Something like I'm sure.
Here's what's fascinating. Maybe we cover this in the other podcast. But I bought a writing book once, and I thought if I did every exercise in this book, like Mel Hellitzer's comedy writing workbook. You ever heard of that?
No.
Teach that in your many courses here?
No.
It's a complicated book. It's got a bazillion exercises. The reverse, the double reverse, the this, the that. Write 5 of
You
these and
learned
10 of these.
something, though, because you...
It
Yeah.
would obviously be good. I thought if I did every exercise in that book, I thought I would make at least $1 million. I would earn $1 million worth of comedy. So I put on the front cover $1 million, right? Didn't touch the book for 15 years. So I've recently upped it to $10 million. I could fit another zero up there. $10 million is now on the front cover. But that's true. I think if you sat down and went through, if you're a funny person, and you went through everything in that book, did every exercise, no other comedian would do it. It seems too stale and whatever, unartistic or whatever.
But you did it?
But no, I haven't. But I'm just saying, if you could do that,
If
I
someone
think you would
did
run
it.
circles around the average schmuck out there.
What is the name of this book again?
Mel Hellitzer's comedy writing workbook?
Mella Hellitzer?
Mel
No.
Hellitzer?
Hellitzer.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I know Mel Hellitzer?
I don't think so.
Probably
I-
Jewish.
He wrote for Bob Hope or something.
Oh.
And I
always
saw
like-
Bob Hope
I've
when he
gotta
was
look
way
him up.
older, and I never really got it, But still, I just think if you sit down and did all these exercises, I think you'd be good.
I love Bob Hope when he was younger in the road movies and
Yeah.
that.
Huh.
I'm
But
gonna,
it is fascinating, isn't it, to sit
I'm
around?
going to Google Mel Hellitzer.
I don't.
Because
Yeah.
I don't.
It is fascinating to sit around in your house and look around. There's your drum set. There's your nice house. You got a nice view, right? You got a car. Everything is paid for by jokes. Why would you not work on those jokes a minimum of an hour a day? But really, you like stuff. Why would you not do 4 hours a day? You don't have to drive a car and sit there for 9 hours, including your hour for lunch, or you get fired. You could sit in your kitchen for 2 hours.
I'm glad that you
Anyway.
included the hour for lunch.
I'm still
Mel
going on.
Hellitzer,
Man.
Comedy Writing Secrets, a comprehensive guide to writing and selling, performing all types of comedy.
That must be a newer one.
Including comments, advice, gags,
Right.
and routines from top comics. Originally published in 1987. That's,
Oh, okay. That's
sorry,
an
I'm
old
giving
one.
away
That's
a little age.
Oh, that's an old
there,
one.
but
Yeah, yeah.
Still,
That's the book I haven't used.
still available.
Sure.
I'm going to pick that one up.
All
I've
right.
not read that. I've read everyone else's books.
There's
and
another
taken
guy who's got a
classes.
great big book. I can't remember the name of it, but I actually called him up. You know how when you're starting comedy, you talk a lot to headliners and whatnot? Or
Yes.
I didn't murder headliners by talking to them, but you act like you have big plans. And guys will come up to me, big, I'm going to do this, and I plan on that. Dude, you just got to go on stage 1,000 times.
And be funny.
Start writing jokes and just go on stage. Don't even talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
or no, talk to me after you've been on stage 1,000 times.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
1,000 doesn't sound like
But
that
do you
much now,
really,
actually.
like when a new comic comes up to you
I'm
and
always
asks
nice
you
to
for
the
that?
guy.
I know.
Do you have friends who are comedians and friends who are not comedians, or can you only be friends with comedians? Or
No,
can
both.
both?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, of course. Right? You too, right?
Yeah, but like, are you
Sure.
when you're friends with the non-comedian friends? Do they just think you're like being obnoxious or being the comedian friend, or
I don't know what
are you
they
not
think.
as funny?
If you were stuck
around
on a
them?
desert island and you could only have a comedian
are
friend
serious
or a
questions,
non-comedian
Greg.
friend,
We're gonna
Right. One or the other?
pick
Yeah.
one.
Probably the comedian friend.
yeah.
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 He was gonna say so. Woo! I can't do the party horn.
And you are
I
friends.
don't know. I'll tell you this, man, just to sound. Now, when I was in the Marines, I'm telling you, those guys were awfully funny. Awfully funny. So I could have a buddy from there on the island, too. That'd be very good.
So it's important. They need to
Very
make,
funny,
They need to make
unbelievably
you
funny.
laugh. That's
Yeah.
an important
right,
quality.
right.
Okay.
Like, everyone likes to act like, oh, he's such a madman. You act like a madman on stage. These dudes, some of these guys are the real madman.
Crazy madman.
Funny guys. I think that's why guys like, if I could just pontificate, I've not been in it, watched his show, but this dude, Diaz, what's his name? Joey Coco Diaz?
Oh,
Yeah.
He comes here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, that guy's the real deal. You want to watch a guy with a wild upbringing who's participated in crazy, sincerely crazy That's fascinating to watch.
We love you, Joey.
Marines, in a way, are similar to that.
You
Like,
know what
real-
else I have
done
to
the
say?
real thing.
I have to say about Joey that's amazing is he drops in and just pops into a bar show all the time. Like he's just not. He doesn't. He's amazing and deserves to get paid millions. But it's like he comes to work out. He's always working, trying to get his bits going.
Well, it
So,
becomes like
kudos.
I think if I don't get up after a certain time, I start to feel like I need to get up. I need to.
How long?
Comedy's a drug, man. It
How
is.
long?
15 minutes.
How about you, Greg?
No. How long? How many
What's-
days can you go without?
Yeah.
I try not to. I go every day.
What's
you're
the
off
longest?
every day?
I do the best I can to do that. Yeah, I'll take like a day off.
What's the
but-
longest you've been out?
I don't know. I don't think I'd want to be off stage longer than 2 weeks ever.
Yeah.
1 week is too long. I try to always every week do something. Every week I do something for sure. Unless there's some type of medical thing or whatever, right?
What?
I don't know.
That got dark.
Yeah. Like you're in the hospital.
Like
just
when I'm
doing
having a
bits
baby.
for
No,
the-
if you hurt your shoulder, you fall down. You broke your elbow.
Have you done
I've broken
this?
both elbows.
Oh.
Yeah,
You've
you.
broken both elbows.
Yeah, it's a good time.
How do you break
But,
both
that's the only-
elbows?
I don't know. You
I mean,
one of them I
within-
was filming that Tosh.0 thing, and he had me running around and rolling around, flopping on the grass and stuff, and acting like I was getting tased. And I broke my right elbow doing that. That was not bad. Tosh was helpful though. He ran up to me and he yelled, "Stop getting hurt!" Because earlier in the day I cut my wrist, leaping out of a trunk of a car. He locked me in there with a transvestite person, and the joke was, as the trunk opens, I got to leap out and run out, and I got out so fast that I cut my wrist, and it was hard to stop it, And then later in the day we had the running thing, so I bled all over the place.
Does not sound.
I bled all over the place, and then I broke my elbow. And Tosh didn't like it, slowing down production. It didn't. You know what? To be honest with you, it didn't hurt that bad. Neither one of them hurt.
How soon was it before you broke the other elbow?
I think I broke the other one first.
Before Tosh.
Yeah, before
and then,
Tosh. That was
then
broken,
Tosh
and
was
then
your
I-
second broken elbow.
Right, right.
I do not.
Not bad.
understand
These
a
are
broken
great
And you
stories.
were in the military, correct?
Yeah, of course.
It sounds like you got more injured on Tosh.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
That's impressive.
That
Thank
is
you.
impressive. Yeah.
I
That
didn't get injured in the military. I lucked out.
Yeah.
Key to the benefits program, staying alive.
Did you did you have to use a gun though?
No, we didn't go to war when I was in. I had a maid. That's my joke.
Oh,
you
you
know?
were-
I
yeah.
lucked out.
What did you do?
Well, we went over to Okinawa in Korea. We were on alert all the time. We got in a plane once and flew up and circled around. We thought we were going to war. We landed.
My thing was good.
Yeah, it was nice.
And
Am I gone?
man,
Push it in.
what is happening?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I back? Am I back now?
Here.
Okay, we just got to keep this tight.
Here, switch with Josh.
Yeah.
That way we're all.
Yeah, we can.
There we go. Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. They don't need to hear me.
Josh can cut out.
Yeah.
All the time. Oh, I hope we didn't miss that.
No.
It's okay. Was it exciting? I don't think it's that exciting. I'm boring myself
What do you
to
mean?
tears.
Are we done?
No, we're not done.
Here, go like this
Okay.
when it's
You're
when it's
still
so boring,
talking
Josh. Go
over
like
us.
that.
Okay.
Sorry,
All
we're still
right.
Tighten
recording.
it up. Tighten it
Go
up.
like this? Okay.
We are
Got it.
almost done.
People could talk about themselves for so long.
We don't talk
I've talked
about-
about myself the whole time.
This has been great.
Horrific.
It's so much
What?
fun.
Saw that.
Greg, I can't wait to sit and
I
watch you on
love, by
Friday
the way,
and
I
Saturday.
love that kind of
Shirt?
How
What do you?
come? Why?
He doesn't know what
I
it's
Does yours
called.
have it?
I couldn't
called
pull
a-
it off.
It's
You
got
can pull
the got the cuff. When you roll the cuff back, it's got different colors. Everybody.
Yeah, I like
It's like
that.
a girl.
Old dudes
dressed
do
you.
this. Our shirt starts trying harder than we do.
It's like a girl dressed you.
No, I
No?
bought this shirt myself.
No, but I
That's-
like. I feel like you need a physique to be able to pull off that shirt.
You think
Why?
Greg has a physique?
Why?
Yes, he's a big guy.
Do you work out?
Yeah, you got to lift a little bit of weight sometimes.
You do. You
but I
work
eat a
out?
ton, right?
Oh, I love eating.
Eating is fun.
Eating's the
I'm just like that guy with the Mai
best.
Tai problem.
Favorite cookie?
I don't eat a lot of cookies. Chocolate chip, peanut butter. I mean, any cookie. There's almost not a bad cookie.
All right, favorite.
I might avoid macadamia nut.
Interesting.
Certainly.
Favorite dessert? If you had to-
Well, pudding with the with that crust. What's that crust that goes so good? Pudding
Creme
pie.
brulee?
No, the crust, the graham cracker crust with the chocolate pudding in there.
Chocolate
Pudding
cream
pie.
Pudding
Chocolate
pie.
cream pie.
That's pretty good, right?
Chocolate cream pie.
What is that? I don't like the
That's-
cream part.
Oh.
Just
well.
the chocolate pie
Our
and the graham
chocolate
crackers.
Pudding pie. Okay.
Okay, we
gotcha.
got it.
All right.
There's a lot of good desserts. What? I mean, like, is there anything better than a hamburger? Is there anything better than a hot dog? Is there anything better than a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when you're hungry? Really nothing.
that got profound.
I love hot dogs. I admit it.
They're delicious.
Costco hot dogs.
Nice.
Have you for $1? Come on, seriously. Have you not had one?
I've had one. Delicious.
They're the I don't know
steak.
what they
Steak
put
is
in
good.
it. At Costco.
You're a red
They
meat
have
guy.
steak?
I'm just saying. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's a lot of
Remember-
things taste delicious. But I said peanut butter and jelly sandwich too. It's good. Mac and cheese. Are you kidding me?
He's
A
clean.
lot of
meat
food is good.
machines. He likes
That's
the meat.
true. Right.
Food is delicious.
I'm
isn't it?
lactose intolerant, and I'm not.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Death. No.
Eating is a weird
what
thing
is it?
around
What is
here.
it right now? I'm a big sushi guy. I gotta
Sushi's
say.
delicious.
Yeah.
So good. Oh man, it's good. What's wrong?
It's disgusting.
They don't cook it enough for you.
Yeah, I'm not into the sushi.
Really, you
No.
get a taste for it. I don't know how I got a
It's-
taste for
I
it.
don't
but I
do-
did.
I don't get
so
it.
you do any of the voices that you do? Are they based on real life people, or are they just things that?
I think they're based on an emotion.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel something and then you just let
You know,
some
if you
sound.
feel stupid, you
weird-
like if I'm mocking me being dumb by saying sushi's not cooked enough for you.
Do you hate it
I'm
when-
acknowledging that the joke is cheap and stupid.
Do you do you hate it when people do impression of you? Because I always find
No,
myself,
I'd love it.
I find myself. You're one of those comedians. Not everyone's like this, but I want to mimic you for some
Huh,
reason.
that's great.
I'm not saying I'm a good mimicker.
I don't
of you,
care.
but boo! I
I
want to
appreciate
and
it.
then your movements, and I want to do it. But I
Perfect.
wonder if that annoys you.
No, it's the best in the world.
Really?
It's a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, but
And then, don't they say that? It's the best form of flattery. Ed, isn't that what they say, Ed?
Genius!
Ed knows these
I
things.
love that bit of
That's it.
yours when you do that.
your comedy is catching.
Good. Well, let's go.
That's
Let's
what I
catch
mean.
it. It's something.
Okay. Well, let's tell everybody when you're here because you
Friday
are
and
here.
Saturday, 2 shows each
What's
night.
the dates?
That's a
Do
good
you know?
question.
We never know.
Second and the 23rd.
Yes.
That's this weekend, right? 'Cause
Yes.
I've got it booked this weekend.
Don't forget.
Okay, good.
Greg, we have a
22nd
parking
and the-
spot for you too. You know.
Oh, okay. You don't want me to park over there at
It's-
the.
No, we have a special chained off, quiet parking spot for
Okay.
you in the back. You'll have to
Announce where
text.
it is.
You'll have to text me personally.
Okay.
It's okay. I have a code. It's all
All right,
locked
good. I'll
up.
park there. Sure.
22nd, 23rd.
8 and 10 o'clock.
8 and 10 p.m.
Who are the other acts? Let's cover this. Let me know if I'm going to be standing in the room or outside right now.
Oh, you'll be standing in the room.
James
Greg.
P. is one of my favorites. He's going to be there. James P. Connolly.
James P. often might call us and ask for a guest spot.
I got a
last
thing
minute.
saying that he's going to do a guest spot.
Oh, then he is.
Okay, good. What night is that? Anybody know?
I think Richie booked that, so I apologize for not seeing that right now. But
Cool.
you got us on the spot, and I'm looking it up as we're talking.
All right.
Right.
Who's in Claremont?
In Claremont, we have Taylor Tomlinson.
Wow.
From
Who's that?
Laughs on Fox.
Taylor
See?
is a young
Probably-
woman
yeah.
who was on the last comic standing last year, made the top 10.
She
Female.
probably packs clubs. She probably packs clubs.
Well, she's still young and new and hasn't actually toured too much yet, but she's just starting to get out there.
Now, if I ever got offered those shows, would I want to do those shows? Like, what's it called? Last Comic Standing? Or what's it called? America's
don't
Got
know.
Talent? Would I ever want to do that?
I don't know.
I don't
Would
see it.
you? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
it's good
Barb-
exposure.
right, that's what they say. Barbara, in your expertise of comedy, do you agree with that? Oh, it's a lot of eyeballs on you,
Well, I
but
see.
they're seeing you look sucky.
Well,
I don't
Here's
get
what-
it.
here's what I
don't they
like.
want to give it to the little kid with rickets that gets shot out of a cannon, like America's Got Talent? Why are they going to give it? Greg, give us your sad background. Well, I was brought up in Boca Raton, Florida. Father was a struggling physician. Turned out fine. Did well. Ended up captain in the Marines, and started comedy. It's worked out. I live in Valencia, and I have a hummingbird feeder. You know what?
Hey,
no,
hey,
that's
so-
not for the show.
So I think this is actually going to be a really interesting show, but I do have a question about it. So Preacher Lawson is actually one of your openers.
Great. I don't know Preacher.
He is almost, can I just say, kind of a mini Black you, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, not exactly, but he has good energy. I
Great,
think that you'll
fine.
appreciate that. You
know.
appreciate that better than
No.
lack of energy, right?
No, I like
Or
lack
is-
of energy because then I come up and I got a lot of bang,
So I
bang,
should-
boom, boom.
So maybe
That's
it's
a
not
disaster
good.
booking.
This
Come
is-
on out, everybody. It's going to be totally nothing but fun.
James P. Connolly is also coming.
Connolly's good.
as
He'll
you
bring him
said.
down.
And
Connolly's great.
Kelly
This is-
Landry is your opener.
Kelly, yes.
So
Who's
that-
that? Who's that?
She's been on Nickelodeon, True TV.
She's going to be
The
great.
CBS Diversity Showcase.
Great. Probably more famous than I am. That's fine. Good. Good for her. Good for
We got
Kelly.
a woman.
Great.
a
You like to
cou-
mix it up like that. That's fine.
Yes. Oh, Greg. You guys, please come down. If you don't know who Greg Hahn is now, I mean, you know him now because you heard him, but I mean, he will become, as he is mine, one of your favorite comedians known to comedy. You should be listed in the top 1,000 top 10 funniest comedians.
I just saw a 100 list. Wasn't on
I
it.
know. So there were a lot of great comedians.
Hey, I had the top album on iTunes for about 3 hours a couple weeks ago. iTunes. What's the name of my thing? Live from Hermosa Beach is the name of my album.
Oh, cool.
Just came out.
From the Comedy Magic Club?
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to do it but yes.
That's okay. We love the
Oh,
Comedy
yeah, they're a
Magic
nice
Club.
place.
They're amazing.
This is a beautiful place as well.
They call us their sister club.
Oh, good.
No, we love Richard. Shout out to Richard. Comes here all the time. Mike
Yeah.
Lacey. Love those guys.
Yes,
Big
great.
supporters. We're like an hour away from each other.
Yeah,
It's-
you don't compete.
No.
No, good.
But
Okay,
we have similar strategies, I think. Great club, good food.
Good people.
Yeah.
Right.
And on the cleaner side of booking
Is that
comedians,
right?
I think. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great.
So that's why you're here and there. You don't
Is there
go
anything
to,
less funny than the term clean comedy? I mean,
I
I,
know
do
you
clean
hate that.
comedy,
I
but
know
man,
you
is that
hate it.
not funny.
No,
You
I
tell me the guy does clean comedy, I don't want to see him. You know what I mean? So I just do my act.
Yeah.
And I don't push it.
What would be an alternate name for clean comedy?
Come on in. You bring in anybody. It's good. You're gonna like it. Not overly. I don't know any of the cliche, any of the jingles.
Vulgar?
Like, funny, not
Non-vulgar?
filthy. That's not even good. I don't know. How you,
might be ironic.
Huh?
Non-vulgar is horrible.
yeah, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how
Thanks, Ed.
Fucking clean comedy.
that would be like.
Gosh dang it,
They
Josh.
all see
the
that coming.
whole
They see it
podcast-
coming, Josh.
The whole podcast was good until then. And then
It's okay.
now we've got to.
Oh,
It's
now
all right.
Now we have to put an R rating on this podcast.
It's just fine.
we've been
Anyway.
doing this thing for what, 3 years?
I cleaned it up right now. No, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
It is
We're good.
weird. I remember you talking about that last time as well, which
What did I
is
say?
just about it should just be good comedy.
Yeah,
Agreed.
they're really good, funny people. Yeah, funny, good
But,
stuff. Yeah, I guess so. Is that what I
Greg
said?
is physical, energetic, and just non-deniable. That's how come on, how do people describe you? I'm doing a good job, right?
Great.
Is it not?
Still trying to think of how to plug my album.
Non-deniable?
I think it's undeniable.
So my album,
Undeniable. Yeah,
it's
you have
I
some-
wanted to charge $437,
Why that much?
but iTunes only charges $9.99.
oh, okay.
That's one of my jokes. What else did I have? I had another one. I forget. Something about.
Can we download
you know what my next album's going to be, Barbara?
What?
Same hour. Going to call it Greatest Hits. New picture on front of it.
Good idea.
Thanks. Okay, I'm done plugging it.
Oh, awesome. Is it really?
If you'd like to,
What's
if you
it called?
Live from Hermosa Beach.
Okay, we love it.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
you recorded it there. And
Yeah.
is it a Netflix special or just
No, it's just an
comedy?
audio download.
Audio
You can't
down-
see me. So what's that mean? DVD special coming up. Something in time. Same jokes. You only heard it. You haven't seen it. You got to see it. You better get the greatest hits. Here's Greg Hahn performing the greatest hits. There's 3 right there. Same hour.
I love you, Greg
Can't wait.
Hahn. Oh my gosh. I need literally like a 20-hour nap after watching you. I get so exhausted from laughing. It's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you. Wonderful
you.
to be here.
I
Barbara.
think
Thank
we're
you.
running out of time.
All right, that's
so we're going to say,
Yeah, we are.
Greg, thank you so much again for joining us.
Thanks, everybody. Okay.
Go to
we'll
iTunes.
see you this weekend.
Goodbye. I'm Barbara Holiday,
Josh?
and we really have our music intro out now. Thanks for listening, everybody. Please don't forget to download our Flap app and go to iTunes and get Greg's The Greatest Hits.
Come see Greg Hahn
Oh,
this weekend.
It's
Come
a
see
live from. Hey, enjoy the music as we exit. Who is this? Herbie Hancock?